Well guys, I've done it again. Another one. Welcome back to another video guys, and today's a special one for me. We got a Sting Red VYSS on the channel now. How good's that? And it's manual. Woo! So for you guys that have been following me for a very long time, you guys have always seen that I've wanted to pick up a red manual SS. A red VYSS has been very sentimental to me. So before I show you the car, quick backstory to why I wanted one of these, and we'll talk about how I got it in the first place. So when I was very little, about 2003, me and my parents went to a dealership. My mum brought a brand new VYSS in Sting Red, automatic at the time, but absolutely beautiful. And I was in love with it as a kid. I was so excited. It was the car that took me to school every day, and for 10 years, I ended up doing all my learners in it, my hours. So I drove that car non-stop when I was 17, 16, and then 18. And then unfortunately in 2014, the engine lost oil pressure. So we had to trade it in. And I wasn't very mechanically minded at the time because I just finished high school. So mum had to trade it in. And at the time she traded it in for a 2012 VE Omega, which she has now. But ever since she sold that car, she always talks about how much she misses it. And I always said to her, I'm gonna try and find another one. And lo and behold, here we are. Oh. So, I know you guys have a million questions. Before I take you out and show you a good look over the car, how'd I get this car? Oh, this thing drives so nice, guys. I can't wait to tell you about it. But so, me and my partner were driving my LS Patrol. We went for a tip run, and we left the dump. And my missus, for some reason, said, hey, let's go down this road. We haven't been down this road in a very long time. I haven't been there since over a year since we moved in to our new area, our new place. And as we're driving down, I see in this vacant block just sitting there, a Sting Red VYSS, and a guy had literally just washed it and he was walking away from it. And I said to my missus, I go, I wonder if that's the owner. So he sort of looked back at me and he saw me in the LS Patrol and he was having a look. I think he was, you know, into cars, so he was having a bit of a suss. I said to my missus, well, it's for sale, let's go ask him how much he wants for it. He was walking down the street, he must have lived a few houses down. And he sort of kept staring at us, and I think he's like, oh, maybe they're gonna ask about it. As we're driving towards him, he just stopped and he knew straight away. I said, hey mate, is that your car? He goes, yeah. I said, how much do you want for it? And he told me how much he wanted for it. And I said to my missus, I go, that's not bad. And she said as well, she's like, that's really good. So I said, all right, I'll be back soon. So I went back and had a look at the car, looked over it, and I'm like, it's actually pretty nice for what he wanted for it. And I gave him a call, and I said to him, I go, oh, like, can you come down and have a chat? And he goes, yeah, no worries. And he came down, we had a chat, and he gave me the keys when we looked all through it, and yeah, we went over it, and let me take it for a test drive. And I said, beautiful, beautiful. I was really happy with it. You know, he literally just advertised it too. So he literally put a for sale sign on the side of it, very old school. This guy was probably in his early 30s. Put a for sale sign on it and walked away from it. And as soon as he walked away from it, I went and snagged it. I asked him, I said, what's wrong with it? And he said, there's not really much wrong with it. He spent about $4,500 on it. New steering rack, all the bushes on it. Did so much work to it at the local Caltex, I think it was a local Shell servo in our area. And he spent a lot of money and time on it, and he just said to me, he goes, look, you know, I've had the car for 4 years, I want to let it go and finish some other projects. And I just said, okay, cool, like, what would you take for it? And he told me, I'll get to the price very soon. He told me, and I said, yeah, done. And I looked at my missus and I'm like, do you want it? And she goes, yeah, okay, cool, I'll buy it. So I ended up buying it, and it all happened so fast. I was literally like about to go to work too, so it happened so quick. And inside I'm dying because I've wanted a Sting Red VY, and the fact that it was a 6-speed manual and a leather interior, it's a leather interior as well, I was like, sold. And yeah, the reason, like, I asked him what was wrong with it, and he said not really much at all, because the Ks are high, it's got high Ks, and he said the gearbox was noisy, which I think in my opinion is the throw-up bearing. So I couldn't say no to the car, guys, so I went and snagged it up. God, it's actually such a nice day today. Have a listen to it. I don't know if you can hear in the camera, but oh, it pulls like a freight train. So that's basically the reason why we picked it up. So I've wanted one since I was, you know, pretty much got out of high school. I've wanted one forever. I have been looking for a long time, and this one just had to pop up around the corner from where we lived, and I thought it was meant to be in that situation. You know, my missus just saying, hey, let's go down this road we haven't been in for like a year or two. The car just been there, and the sale happened so fast that me and the old owner were just laughing as we were test driving the car, because he could not believe how fast he sold the car. He was very old school. He refused to put it on marketplace to deal with all the idiots and stuff. Now, I know you're probably asking, how much to pick it up for? So when I initially went up to him, he said, hey, like, I'll take 9 grand for it. And when he said 9 grand, I thought, like, for some reason I thought he meant 19. I was like, 19, that's a bit high. And I'm like, hang on, 9? And he goes, 9. I said, 9, okay. And then when we got there, it came with reg, of course, and he was supposed to organise a roadworthy. I ended up counter offering him 7, and he took 7 grand. So we got the car for 7 grand, and I was absolutely stoked because that's like V6 Commodore prices. So he registered, and he was supposed to get a roadworthy, but the place that did the roadworthy on it a few months ago is under renovations at the moment. So I've ended up getting a roadworthy through my other place I used to work at. It took a little while. I needed to change this tail shaft center bearing on it. So I'll show you a photo of how fucked the old one was. And I had to change the front sway bar bushes, easy as. It's got it from Super Pro for like 10 bucks. And there's a small power steering leak. I just had to tighten up 2 clamps, and that was it. And then, yeah, car's all done and registered in my name, all that stuff. So that's how much we got it for. And I know the next question is why? Why do you need another car? You have, I think it's like 13 or 14 cars now. Well, the reason why was when I saw it, I have the Patrol and the Egg, so I've got enough dailies. I don't need another daily. And I said to my fiance, I said, like, would you daily it? And she goes, in her words, fucking oath. And I said, oh, if you daily it, I'll buy it and it can be your car. So pretty much bought it for her, and she's gonna daily. She has been dailying it, she loves it. I've had the car for 4 weeks already. I kept it off social media for a while because I wanted to surprise my mum with it, and her heart dropped when I pulled up at the front with it, and yeah. So that's the story, guys. I don't want to ramble on too long, but you can probably hear it. It's got an exhaust system on it. So it's got a 2.5-inch system. The old owner said it was a factory Holden exhaust, but it's not. I'm pretty sure it's a DEA exhaust, but it sounds really good. Really nice tone. Yeah, guys, so that's pretty much it. Now, you guys have seen me drive it. You've seen the outside at the start of it. So let's go around and I'll show you what is wrong with it and what 7 grand gets you for an SS these days. Because I know SSs have gone up. Now, when I was looking at SSs, I was looking either Sting Red or Cosmo Purple. They're my 2 favorite, or Hot House Green, but Sting Red was always the one. And these colors are very common for just peeling and, you know, oxidizing, and yeah. But this car, actually, the paint surprisingly is pretty good. You've probably seen the B-rolls at the start. The paint's pretty good, just the front bar rear spoiler. But I'll get to it. We'll go pull over somewhere and we'll have a better look at the car and show you what it's all about. So here's the outside of it, guys. We're in a little pull-off area. Sorry if it's a bit windy and a lot of traffic noise because there's cars driving around, but she's currently running. You can hear the exhaust. But here she is. So this is the mighty VY Sting Red SS Commodore, just chilling over here. So I thought I'd get out and show you guys out in the wilderness. And we'll probably take it home and I'll open it up and show you inside. But guys, she's gorgeous. I love these cars in this color. So it's probably a bit too windy out here to film, so we'll head home and have a better look at it. All right, guys, so we're back home. The car looks a bit wonky because it's on the angle in the driveway, but we're back with the other cars. If you guys want to see the other cars, there's the LS Patrol, the Mighty 31, 180, 32 over there. We got Lawrence the Skyline, just chilling in the backyard. Say hello, Lawrence, to the viewers. It's been a while since I've driven him. And the Track AU in the background over there. So back to the SS. So one big thing you guys that follow me on Instagram and stuff would know is this car came with freaking Chev badges, and I'm so pissed off about it because I hate it. I hate people that put Chev badges on freaking Commodores. And here's the grille and the badge on the back. So thanks to my mate that gave me this Holden grille, and he gave me a badge as well, but this can piss off and this rubbish. At the moment on the back, we took the Chev badge off, but there's no badge there because I got to get the adhesive to stick it on. But I do have the badge up here. So we have a Holden badge, yay. So first of all, let's have a look. What's wrong with it? 7 grand, high kilometers. How high are the kilometers? So this thing has 400,000 kilometers on it. So this is a country car. Did nothing but sit on the freeway for 400,000 kilometers. And when I had a look underneath, I thought this car had done maybe 150,000 because it's been really well looked after. Let's have a look inside the Ingenium bay. Now this is a Series 2, so it has the chrome badges instead of the satin. It's got all the cup holders inside and all that stuff. We'll get to that in a minute. And here's the engine bay. Look at that, a Mac in here, absolutely spotless. It's what really sold me on the car, was how nice it is for such a high kilometre car. The only thing that really gives how high the kilometres are is the front bumper bar. Now, as I was saying before, the Sting Red colour is pretty notorious for being shit in terms of climate. So the bar is just sandblasted, so we've got to fix this. This is just from being on the freeway and getting blasted with shit. The guard did cop it too. You see all the white spots, so I'm gonna have to repaint that. But the rest of the car paint wise is actually unreal. The door handles, very common on these for the door handles to go. So I got to repaint the door handles, and the rear wing has just sort of taken a beating. But the rest of the car, look how nice the paint is on the rest of the car, and the roof and the bonnet, the skirts, everything else is a Mac. There is a couple of nicks on the rear bar, as you can see here. One there, so I'm gonna have to repaint the rear bar too. So lucky my old man works at a hot rod shop, so I might just give the bars and the handles and shit to him, or just give the car to him, and hopefully he can paint it for us one day. And the front alloys, I mean, for some reason just the front, the rears are fine, but the front ones are all faded, so I can paint them myself. Other than that, everything else is immaculate. The body is dead straight, not a dent on the car. I've been looking for ages, I cannot find a single dent on it. Let's have a look inside. So, leather interior. Can't forget 3 pedals, manual. So the leather seats for 400,000 Ks definitely have their wear on the side here, and the steering wheel as well. So I might get a cover for it or find another wheel for it. But the interior itself isn't too bad. Got my shit in the back, sorry about that, but here's the back seats. Yeah, so I've given the leather a little bit of treatment, so I'm gonna keep going over it just to keep it all from drying out. But yeah, there you go. Unfortunately, in the boot we have a steel spare. We haven't got an alloy, so I'm gonna try find an alloy for it. Oh, that sounds nice, that truck. Fun fact, so this had no engine cover when I brought it, but this engine cover is actually off my mum's old SS, so there you go. So a little bit of that car still lives on. But have a look, guys, this car looks so nice. They did the VYs so good. My favourite Holdens have always been the VLs and the VYs. The VYs, I've always loved the VYs more than the VZs. I prefer the no flutes in the guards, and I prefer the tail lights with the single reverse light and indicator, because the VZs would have the 2 circles, whether the VY have that. And one of my favourite V8 supercars of all time was the Kelly Brothers HRT car. There you go. What a beast. You guys probably gonna ask me, like, because it's your missus' car, are we still gonna see it on the channel? And yeah, of course, I still drive it all the time. It is her car, but she wants to do some stuff to it, so we'll definitely get this car on the channel soon when we clean it up, and even just do a couple other things on it. One thing I want to show you as well is the exhaust note. So I'll take it over there, put you on the tripod, and give it a few revs and show you how it sounds with the 2.5 inch on it. Yeah, I'm over the moon with this car, you know, for 7 grand, and then plus like 100 and something for a tail shaft. It's been fantastic. God, these trucks just keep coming in and out. On the freeway, this thing just drives dead straight. It is so smooth, you don't hear a knock, nothing. It drives so tight. Took it out to the mountains a few weeks ago and just gave it a thrash, and oh, it's just such a cool car. I'm in love with it. You know, I've been with my partner for well over 10 years now, and we're engaged, have built our house together, so we've done a lot together. I could not be where I am today without her, and I thought, you know, what's a better way to surprise her and say, here's your new VYSS. And she's always sort of wanted one, and she loves it. She drives it and she doesn't want to get out of it. Yeah, this is the least I can do for her. Maybe I should get one for myself. Maybe I should get a Club Sport or something. We'll see, guys. I reckon we'll turn around and give a bit of exhaust note. I think it's the first time I've ever hit limiter in it. Well guys, there you have it. Our 2004 VYSS Sting Red 6-speed manual Series 2. What a car. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. It's always good bringing new cars to the channel, even though I have like 30,000 now. It doesn't matter. It's good to have a variety of the Falcons, the Holdens, the Jap cars. So, and I've wanted one of these forever. So, you'll definitely see more of it soon. Without further ado, see you in the next one, guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.